What's happening, guys? I thought I'd do a little impromptu book review, as in comic book review, and then I could just take and put this video on my YouTube, and that would just be a lot easier peasier, and then I don't have to worry about editing that stuff either. But man, if you are sleeping on the Energon Universe, Transformers, if you like G.I. Joe, see, Mask is coming to it. I think ROM is also entering the scene. All the good Hasbro stuff. You need to check it out because the way it's built up from a ground level, it's really not crossovers per se as much as just they're all kind of, it's kind of a house of cards where the Transformers is leaning on the G.I. Joe universe, and they're all kind of intermingled and stuff. It's not really like it'd be hard for them to do a crossover because of the way that it's made, but it is so well written, especially the first 24 issues of Daniel Warren Johnson's run here. This guy has wrote out just a great first arc for the comic run, the first 24 issues. Uh, highly, highly recommend checking it out. And it's the best Transformers has been in a long, long time. And they also, if you like this is the first issue, and right there's Starscream, and you see this pilot right there in the back. The one in the back, I think that's Duke, man. So that's what I mean. G.I. Joe's in the first issue of Transformers. And then the only new, look at that. Now, ain't that awesome? If you know what that is, I mean, that's a deep cut reference to the 80s toy itself right there. Yeah, I see Roller. There's Roller. Wheeljack's all messed up, but that's the way you were meant, like, when you was a kid, the way Optimus was originally. And it's just the violence, the reference, everything is just top notch, and it's not like needlessly violent for no reason. Don't get me wrong, but it is just really good stuff. And not only that, they're characters. They're just not toys clanging together. They're well written. The first thing they do is they blow the face off freaking Bumblebee to let you know this ain't no kitty shit. See Bumblebee? Bumblebee ain't got no face, yo. So that's what I'm talking about. So it's good stuff. They do wrestling moves, so that's great. Optimus Prime might suplex a mug or two. There's Ratchet giving Starscream Hulk Hogan's a big boot. You get what I mean? So it's just absolutely tremendous. One, I don't want to spoil too much, but Prime gets Megatron's arm. Uh, Great story arc there. Highly recommend checking this out. A really great friend of mine, my brother in Christ, Jason, out in Berea, hooked me up with these, and absolutely astounding reads. He knows I'd just gotten the first few single issues and didn't get a chance to finish reading the first arc, which now Johnson just writes the first 24 issues. After that, it goes to Kirkman takes it over, and I think a different writer takes it over after that. I mean, look at that Megatron, yo. That Megatron is meaning business. Which Megatron's like Skeletor, top tier villainy. And I mean, like with Megatron too, like what makes it great from like a narrative standpoint is he's got like that cold machinery kind of vibe to his villainy, like you know, kind of like Terminators in a way, because robots, but Terminator's not really sentient like the Transformers as far as how they're written, but what I'm getting at, he still has that vibe to his stuff. But let's be honest though, Skeletor is the all-time best villain that fiction has ever fictioned. So we all know this. That's just how that is. But yeah, Megatron is stupendous. He ain't. If you seen some of the pictures there, yeah, that's wires hanging out of his eyes because he ain't got no eyes when he first pops up. Well, he has one and he loses the other. But just check it out. Very, very good stuff. And I don't want to get too deep into the review because I don't want to spoil much. Just want to pique your interest enough for you to check it out. So great things. I've read all of those. Absolutely stupendous. That's the first 4 issues, and you get a complete story arc, and it's great. Which I like graphic novels for reading. If you like to collect comics, then when you collect for value, then the single issues is where it's at. You're not going to get much value out of the graphic novels, but you're not going to be like, well, I had the first 2 comics and then I got the last 3 comics, but I'm missing the middle comic to complete the damn story, and I'm kind of blue-balled on my reading here, and I can't finish reading my story, that kind of thing. So, that sucks. This, my buddy Jason just kind of introduced me to, and it is amazing. It's a 6-issue collection. It's just a one-shot. It's like a one-time story, and it's done, which they do more crossovers, but this was when Dreamwave had the comic. Now, these are Skybound comics. Image Dust owns Skybound, which Skybound is Kirkman's imprint, I think. So, it's good. If you like Walking Dead, you know what you're getting into. And also, this is Dreamwave. Dreamwave done great stuff, but the Lees, when they were running the business, kind of shortchanged their writers, quit paying them, went bankrupt. They were doing great on the comic side of things, but on the business, ethics, and morality side of things, they were just a little coming up a little short, figuratively and literally. I think there's still writers that haven't been paid, and that's from early 2000s, so that's terrible. But anyway, this is a great read. It's just a one-shot crossover. It's not like doing what Skybound does, where the universe narratively has got a start point and it's all already mixed together. This is just a straight up one-shot crossover, the way you think a crossover would be. And check out these character designs. I love this stuff. But there's the divided. Well, this is the next crossover, which is set in the 80s. They got their 80s cartoon looks and stuff like that. So, a continuation. It's like the Sunbow crossover we all wanted as children and never got. Outside of that one episode with Old Snake and all that good things. But what's great about this is this story is set in 1939, so it is all World War II era designs for all these characters that basically we've just known from. Check out that. Man, that's a wild looking Snake Eyes, It's like Snake Eyes, brought to you by Hugo Boss. But anyway, it's still cool. Flint's about the same as always. Scarlet's got that's all right. That's a good design. Yeah. Scarlet always looks good. That's like Lady J. That's or CoverGirl. It's hard to get them wrong. I love what they did here with Soundwave. At first, I thought he was a rotary phone until I realized he was what they call him like air support and all that kind of stuff. But they made the Cassetticons just grenades, so they still have their weird comic mass shifting and stuff. Absolutely love Starscream as I think he's some sort of German bomber airplane, whatever. But absolutely awesome. And I think Thundercracker and Skywarp are based on the Japanese Zeros. So very, very cool. That Grimlock is also just outstanding, and so is Ironhide as the APC. They made Bumblebee a motorcycle, which that's actually pretty cool. They could have made him a Volkswagen, but like it says in the notes here, if you want to pause it and read it, it's Bumblebee, and you don't need Bumblebee transforming into basically just a Nazi-only car at that time. Prowl's cool. I really love the Grimlock design. My Grimlock homies will love that. It's pretty tight. All right. Well, okay. Oh, the kids are home. Well, I misjudged my time, and my kids are home from summer school, not Sunday school. But anyway, highly recommend these things. Check out that first crossover, and check out the Skybound. Peace.